Good morning, YouTube. As you can see behind me is some Indians. There's the two medical cars waiting for action. It is 10:30 in the morning. Monday. First race is at 11:15. They changed the schedule because the weather outlook for the rest of the week is a bit meh. So they're trying to cram in more today. I'm skipping all the qualifying stuff today, but I will try and bring you some footage from the I think it's 3 races we have today, right? It's one at 11:15, one in the afternoon, and then one in the evening. Should be a lot of fun. I did actually manage to find a parking space just right at St. Indians, where they now changed the access to the footbridge for some reason. The girl is still there shouting at everyone who dares to stop for more than 0.5 of a second on the bridge. In an ideal world, we would just redesign the bridge, wouldn't we? So people don't stop there, but maybe they can do that next year. For now, let's head down. So first race, my plan is the following. Just very quickly before we go right into it. Going down to the start line on the other side. Maybe Duncan is there. You do subscribe to his channel, right? Because he does live streaming from the start line, which I don't do. I don't do live. So I'll go to the start line, show you the build up to the first race. Then during the race, wander around, get you maybe a few flybys from St. Indians, and then hopefully get you the winners enclosure when they come in. That's the plan for the first race. Let's go. Okay, here we are. This is going to be my position for the start of the first race today on Monday. It's on the start line on the other side of the grandstand, where you can go watch my other videos to learn how you get here. Go over St. Indians footbridge, walk down the road, turn right through Willaston, go through the cemetery, and you're here. You shouldn't watch from the cemetery. Although, to be honest, if I was dead and lying there, I'd be happy if people were watching. But, you know, it's kind of frowned up. So we're going to watch from here. Axel is here, my German friend. He's been coming for ages. He even got married on the island. And Milky Quail's over there. Obviously, nothing would work without him. So now we're just going to wait until it's time for the bikes to roll out, and then I'll bring you the start, and then I'm going to run down to St. Indians, and then I'm going to run up to the winners enclosure. This should work quite well, I hope.
Hospital vorbei nach Crosby. Da bin ich die ganzen Klavaster hier unten übergehe.
21 to 40 onto the start line. Roll out. So no changes at the top end of the leaderboard. It is Jamie Williams. 46 goes through Grant Thompson.
What's up? There you go, then you can just hold this, then I'll lift up. Emma, come in. No. I don't like that.
So this is the problem. So we have to think about it what's more than plans to ahead. The possibility you might
Manx Grand Prix, the Manx Grand Prix Supporters Club Junior Manx Grand Prix, and to do the presentation, this gentleman won the Junior Manx Grand Prix 50 years ago. He is the guest of honour for the Manx Grand Prix for this year. It is, of course, Wayne Duncan. Give Wayne a big round of applause, please, folks, at the grandstand. Wayne, make your way up onto the podium, please. Some more riders continuing to finish. And Alex, if you'd like to ask Wayne Duncan to go up onto the podium, please. Thank you very much, Wayne, our guest of honour. Would you like to go up, please, sir? Thank you. Let's give him another cheer, folks. Thank you, Wayne. 50 years ago. Brilliant stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, as riders continue to finish here at the TT Grandstand, there's Charlie Hopkins just going through. In third position, riding the number 7 machine, Michael Garn. Michael Garn, of course, with the retirement in race number 1 on Saturday. Well done to Michael. Gets himself up onto the 3rd place spot, and of course we'll have that fastest lap, wasn't he, Barney? Yeah. Caddy was the fast lap. Sorry, beg your pardon. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 second places now in the twins race for the counter racing machine. It's number 8, Toby Shan. Quickest lap of Toby, the 115.258. And now, ladies and gentlemen, up onto the top step for the 2nd time in the Manx Grand Prix 2025. It's number 2, Jamie Williams. And Jamie makes his way up the staircase, shakes hands with Mike Garn, shakes hands with Mike. He goes on the twin as Conor Wade and Ross Orton have just finished. And ladies and gentlemen, it's of course presented in memory of Douglas Perry for the winner of the Junior Manx Grand Prix. It's Jamie Williams! Well done to Jamie. Excellent work. Thank you to Wayne as well. Ladies and gentlemen, Toby Shannon, well done to Michael Garn. We are going to see possibility, just a little tap of that. We know they're going to race later on, so maybe they are going to save it once more. So once again, a round of applause for Wayne Dinnermore, Manx Motorcycle Club Guest of Honour this year, and also well done to Mike Garn, and also to Toby Shan. Well done, guys. Brilliant stuff. Thank you to all of you in the grandstand as well for respecting the anthem.
Okay, that was the first race. Hope you liked that bit from start line, winners enclosure and podium. There's qualifying now, which I'm going to skip. I have to run a couple of errands in town and then film something else in town unrelated, and then I will try and do the same thing for the next 2 races just to keep it consistent. So I'll show you the start, build up, which I think is something you don't normally see, and hopefully the couple of flybys and then winners, just to give you a bit of more behind the scenes stuff. I like recording the whole grid with everyone there, because if you know someone, my idea is always if there's someone racing that or it's you racing or your team, it's a memory for you, right? So for me, it doesn't matter if 5 people watch these videos or 5,000. It's creating a record and a memory. And yeah, that's it. Let's waffle more bikes. So let's have a quick break and then head down and do it all again, twice more. Okay, 10 minutes, 15 minutes to the start. I'm going back to here. I'm a little bit late, I missed him coming out. Duncan is back. I'll link to his channel. He always live streams from the start. Unless he gets a copyright strike from government, then he doesn't. All right, let me just climb over here.
Attention park firmly, can we now have all remaining bikes? All remaining bikes up onto the start line. Control out.
10th of this Prix traffic stalled with Johnny Stewart, who had 157, the number 7 White, Steve Quebec, on the number 6, 153.3. And then we've got Ryan Whitehall just there, 162.1. Mike Reed's gone through, 159.5. Adi Harrison, 160.
Yeah, it must. It's so quick and
I'll give it away.
1.731 Chris Cook from King's County, which on the score of the Barber Shouters, but Ryan Whitehall has got himself ahead and got the moment of Jamie Williams by 0.22 of a second. So we are in the road there now. The Island White Riders have taken 2 podiums on the Super Whitehall, the Senior Manx Grand Prix. Of course, he finished third. The first one, Chris Boyd has actually got his own little stopwatch out. He's just really on something.
start interval between. We're just coming on to 2 minutes now. We've got 20 seconds to wait as Chris goes find their way.
Oh my god. 007. My god, 4 laps, that's all, that's 700. He's beating. My god, panic. I won half a second.
Prix, and the presentation will be made by His Excellency the Lieutenant Governor of the Isle of Man, Sir John Lorimer. Sir John, welcome to the Manx Grand Prix. Off you go up to the top, sir. Thank you very much. Give a round of applause, please, folks, up there in the grandstand, please. We like to know this for was our Lieutenant Governor ever since he came here to the Isle a few years ago. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think you will agree, a fantastic Senior Manx Grand Prix. He's already won 2 this week, and he's on the podium again, his 4th podium for number 1, Jamie Williams! Jamie makes his way up to the steps, and the shake of the hand for Sir John gets the hat, and gets the pat on the back as well. And in 2nd position, from Hoyk, number 2, Chris Cock! And Craig Kennelly both finish across the line. Here comes Chris making his way up to the spot there again, getting that 2nd position. And your race winner, winning in the end by half a second from Glen Ely in the Republic, Kevin Kenny! Kevin makes his way up the back of the steps. Says well done to Jamie, says a whole well done to Chris Cook as well. Absolutely brilliant stuff. And Kevin goes to the top step at the Manx Grand Prix in only his 2nd attempt. He gets the laurel wreath over his neck as well. And ladies and gentlemen, he of course will be the recipient of the Senior Manx Grand Prix trophy donated by A.B. Crookle to the winner of the senior race. Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Kenny! And ladies and gentlemen, the top 3 in the Senior Manx Grand Prix. And Kevin, if you can hear us down there, well done, the old mate, when you were hiding the head to Tanzania the other week. And look at this, he is now a Senior Manx Grand Prix winner. The champagne goes, Jamie, Chris and Kevin, well done boys, and enjoy the reception you're going to get at the Villa Marina later on today. Now,
Right, that was the 2nd race of the day. We have 1 more to go. Phew, it's one of those days. It's hard work. but it's fun. And it's good to see, obviously the grandstand's free, but it's still good to see it full. Still good to see this area busy. It doesn't feel busy elsewhere, to be quite honest. Because I was still able, even for the second race, I was able to pull up 5 minutes before and park, you know, in our car park. So plenty of space everywhere. But it is looking good. And there's another race to come. So I could just go and rest. Or I could go and have a look at the paddock. What should we do? Paddock, obviously. Let's go. Actually, I haven't ever properly shown you the... You'll be on it tonight. 50 years of Manx Grand Prix Supporters Club. Have I shown you the tent yet? I don't think I have. Because I actually need to buy some stuff here. Might as well do that now. For my secret project. Okay. Open to offers. Well, should I put an offer in? Right, I wanted some of these posters actually. So I'll probably get some of those. But if you've never been to the Manx Grand Prix supporters tent, obviously you can buy the normal TT merch, or you can come here and support the races in a more direct way, I think. So, you know, I suggest to do this. Predictably, I ended up with more memorabilia. I always do. I'm building up a collection at the moment for a yet-to-be semi-secret project. So I need loads of memorabilia and, you know, TT Manx Grand Prix stuff. And I've got quite a nice collection now of signed and not signed and all sorts of things. And I'm really tempted with that. They have that 50p there, signed by riders. I know the number he wants. It says no reasonable offer refused. And I know the number he wants. And I might go back tomorrow and get it. It's my birthday tomorrow. I might buy that for my birthday. I'll have a think. Let's have a walk around the paddock and then walk back to the start for the third and final race. Here we are, ready for the last race of the day. So, doing the same as I did for the first two races. Cover this area, then run around. As much running as I can do after this. Bring you the winners enclosure and hopefully the podium. Das artet hier in Arbeit aus, ne?
Wieso? Der Callum Perth, hab ich gerade gehört. Der hat eine andere Nummer hier, den kenne ich, der ist mal bei mir retired. Irgend in der Farm hier neben Balakwai. War ganz alleine beim Manx Grand Prix, der ist ja bei mir retired. Ach du Scheiße. Da habe ich bloß meinen, wie heißt er? David, den habe ich durchgefunkt. Vor allem da im Programm stand keine schwarze Platte mit einer weißen Nummer. Der hat aber eine schwarze Platte mit einer weißen Nummer. Da habe ich dem bloß gesagt, eine schwarze Platte und eine weiße Nummer, 5-7. Und dann hat er eben so angefangen zu knabbern. Ich habe eben das Gerät vom Hals gehalten. Ich sage, hier mache du, ich drücke, wenn du erzählen willst. Und dann...
Do me a favour?
Of course.
That cone, you put it here.
Of course. Somebody move it.
It's got, afterwards, I've got to put it on the road. I can't reach it over there.
Makes sense.
Okay. Thank you. You're not using it, are you?
No.
Vor allen Dingen jetzt pfeift's um in der Berge.
Ja, das wird wenig.
Dann warten die so ewig, das ist ja schlechter geworden, das
Thank you.
No worries. Nice. Dunlop ist jetzt dabei.
Put the coat on your chair, mate.
Indy ist there. Indy kennst du auch, oder?
Ja, Dokobil, der kennt mich auch.
Er ist ziemlich fix, ne? Also,
Ja, ist gut. Das ist schon immer Hornich, schon immer Experte.
er braucht ein schnelleres Moped, dann ist er am Podium.
Muss mir mal ein Bild schicken. Mein Handy hat abgekackt.
Ich habe ja jeder im WhatsApp, ist ja kein Thema. Machen wir danach.
Ich hab
Ist ja auf meinem
Handy
YouTube, ist ja.
runter.
Ach so. Ja, willst du hier.
Fotografieren geht ja nicht.
Ja, hier, warte, halt das mal, film mal.
Ich?
Ja, Hand nicht davor, das wäre das geht weg, genau. Einfach draufhalten. Ich hole dir meine battery pack. Yes, we are talking German because I'm talking to Axel. I'm getting him my battery. Was hat denn das für einen Anschluss? USB-C oder was?
Ja, das ist der Runde, also der.
Der hier.
Jo,
Ja, dann hast du hier, machst du.
das ist von Harrison.
Heute mit extra Kameramann.
Alter, hat er einen Knecht.
Kannst du das Vollzeit machen, bitte?
Nee, ich hab Urlaub. Ich hab 4-mal Marshall gemacht, das reicht.
Hier, steck mal an und mach. Ja, Power-Dings. Das sind, weißt du was das ist? Das sind die extra Batterien von der Drohne, aber die kann ich ja nicht nehmen. Das von meiner Drone. Aber das ist die geilste Powerbank, die es gibt. Da kannst du das Handy 6-mal von aufladen. Und ich bin ja jetzt hier, bis wir starten. In den 10 Minuten hast du genug. Ohne Powerbank geht gar nicht. Ja, da ist ein Knopf. Einmal lang draufdrücken und dann sollte er eigentlich. Gib mir mal eine Sekunde und dann irgendwann kommt er. Da, siehst du? Hast ja nur 10%. So. Ja, lass mal.
Er hat immer geschimpft mit mir. Der Akku ist leer, der Akku ist leer.
Oh, der Smell.
Ich wollte ja gar nicht so viel aufnehmen und filmen. Aber dann war der Kunde mit dem Dudelsack wieder hier.
Ja, hab ich gesehen.
Den habe ich vorher schon gefilmt.
Echt?
Hat aber hinten gestanden. Da ist er fest vorgelaufen, hat gedudelt hier. Geil.
Weiß ich, habe ich zum ersten Mal. Die ganzen Medienleute haben es verpennt, weil die weiter unten standen. Gut, ich laufe mal rauf und runter. Bis zum Start bin ich ja hier. Also da hast du ja 10, 15 Minuten. Aber 15 Minuten hast du, das ist genug, das lädt schnell.
Will einer muss endlich mal fotografieren, einfach nicht.
Oh, ich tue mal wieder so, als ob ich arbeite.
Das ist doch bezahlt hier. Das ist doch wie Urlaub.
Das ist auch für Luft und Liebe. Alright, Lieutenant Governor. So I just gave Axel my power bank. As Michael Dunlop. Going to work. Lieutenant Governor's here. I just want to give you the usual shot of the build-up. I hope I don't forget to pick up that power bank again, because those are actually the spare batteries of my drone, which is the best power bank you can get. But if I forget it, then Axel's leaving tomorrow, so that wouldn't be good.
feeling and you probably just got
Okay, okay, time to run.
Yeah.
Right, I'll see you later.
Catch the video later.
Yeah, I'll upload tonight. Right, don't forget to subscribe to Duncan. Link in the description because he always streams from the start line. He's a nice guy, and the government actually copyright struck him last TT. That wasn't great. But I think it all got resolved pretty okay. So let's run to the winners' enclosure. Actually, not run because they're lightweights. It's not that. Let's walk there. See you there.
Excuse me. That Chris is still there. We had an incident on lap number 1 of the classic TT lightweight. Unfortunately, we can tell you now there's been a red flag due to an incident out there at Glen Helen. We don't have any other information to bring you at the moment. When we get any more information here on Radio TT, we will give you the information. And all roads on the TT mounted course, they do remain closed, okay? So the red flag due to an incident at Glen Helen, no other details as of yet. When we get more information here on Manx Radio TT Motorsport, we will get it to you straight away. Back to the studio.
Okay, I'm back in the car and there's been a red flag, so no further update. Red flag incident at Glen Helen. I hope everyone's okay. Nothing you can do in these situations other than hope for the best. You know, that everyone is all right, that it's just something minor that required a race stop. And, you know, that everyone's safe. And yeah, we just have to wait until we find out if they're going to restart the session or if that's it for the day. So when a red flag happens, you know, it's just, all you can do is wait. And, you know, not speculate, not post stuff that you shouldn't post, not post any rumors or whatnot. So yeah, you literally can just, you know, wait until the officials give an update to what's going to happen, which is what I'm doing now. So I'm back in the car, it's Agnanians here, and I'm just gonna wait and see what happened. Okay, back at the grandstand, we have an update, luckily. So 2 riders actually came on, one at Glen Helen and another one at, I think, Paddock. Both as good as they can be in the circumstances. Apparently, you know, conscious, talking. One is being air meted to Nobles and one is taken by ambulance. So that's the main thing, that, you know, they'll be okay. And there'll be a restart, so it's 6:15 now, and there'll be a restart of the lightweight race at 7 p.m, which means a long day just got even longer. That's one of the things you have to be prepared for at the TT and the Manx Grand Prix, that these are long days. These can be very, very long days. So bring power banks, bring water. We have water refill stations everywhere, so you got free water. But bring power banks, bring a jacket, because, you know, once the sun is gone now in the evening, it's going to get cold. And yeah, just be patient. Bring a lot of patience. A lot of what TT Manx Grand Prix is waiting. You get very good at that here. You get very good at waiting. And it's just part of the game. So 45 minutes to wait. I will try and get you some footage of the riders. So they're bringing the riders back in the convoy now. So I'm going to try and get you some footage of that. I'm not going to go back over for the start. I'm just too tired to run around the whole thing again. Especially now since they did the stupid new camper van thing. So you can't go straight down to the return lane anymore. You have to walk all the way around. Which I don't know what they were thinking there, but, you know, forgive me if I'm just going to stay on this side. I'll probably show you the convoy coming back and the start from this side, and then hopefully the winners enclosure if we get underway at 7.
back with the cold tyres, and we just haven't got the time now to get long tyres, to get the tyres to the right temperature in order for a restart. So we're going to call it tonight. We've all had a long day. We'll call it tonight. We'll try again on Wednesday, given the conditions that we will face on Wednesday. Thank you.
Okay, there you have it. They just cancelled the race tonight. It's getting windy on the mountain, the light is going, the tires are cold. It's been a long day, so I think most people will agree it is the right decision. So, that's all from a very long day today. Let's have a look around the paddock to round this off and then, you know, try again Wednesday, I think, because tomorrow is a off day and it's my birthday, so actually I'm filming something else tomorrow, but we'll be back racing on Wednesday, hopefully. That's if the weather plays ball. Like and subscribe, etc. blah blah. See you next time. But let's have a look around the paddock before we go.
Watching the Roaching Sun to come on last night, I was watching. Hello.
All right.
Yeah. I wouldn't have liked to have committed to a corner in that wind, feel that way.
I don't like the dinosaur, but now we have to do the dinosaur. How was it when you were out?
Andy will probably do it in a day, won't he?
Right, well, I'll 300 quid.
I'll take a beer anyway.
Yeah. We'll see. All in all, is the track absolutely.
Nos motos sont coincés.
Et on Serge, la place.
Never tell how much I'm bending over.
The accent's a bit high now for a lawnmower.
Mate, your bike's got no wheels in it, no petrol tank, no bearing. Let's get the fucking thing done. Send someone out, get an drive back. Let's smash the side, let's go. Drive up. There's your battery charger in here. Oh, that's it. That's where the RV park is. Yeah.
4 different colours.
If not even in a minute, when you see his back. There's like a main black wall.
I know it's burned, but it's like,
Yeah, sure.